Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? What's going on? Throwback, Shern, and we got a nice little show. So this show was supposed to be more financial, right? Don't mind me in the rag. That's old school. That's an old school New York thing. But yeah, I try not to keep the AC on too much. I put it on, to cool the house down at night, but just to be in the house all day with the AC on, that should wear your immune system down, right? So look, I was looking at, this financial stuff, and they was talking about investing. So first he was talking about investing. And so if you think about it, right, if they gonna do a reset of the money and where it goes to precious metals, that mean across the board the price of precious metals gonna go up all up. You know what I'm saying? Diamonds gonna go up, gold gonna go up, silver gonna go up. I think was it titanium? It was another one you could buy gold bars of it. Like all of those gonna go up in price. Gold, gonna go up. Say if you got an ounce of gold right now, it costs about $1,700. So when that flip, it might go up to say times 30. So say it'll go up to say that 1 ounce of gold now will go up to around $57,000, something like that for that 1 bar gold. But the ounce of silver is going to go up more because it costs less. So say for instance it's $20 or $18 an ounce now, it's going to go up by 200%. So you're you know what I mean, or 100%. So you figure you got $1,000 worth of gold. I mean, or worth of $1,000 worth of silver. You looking at 10, maybe $100,000, 20,000, between $20 to $100,000 for your gold. So for your silver. So it's crazy. It's crazy how that's gonna work just based off of it's gonna multiply more times. Not that silver gonna cost more. Silver gonna always be less than gold per ounce, but it's just gonna increase so much to where gold is gonna be $50 an ounce or $60 an ounce maybe, and maybe silver is 60. You know what I'm saying? 67. You know what I'm saying? Not dollars, but you know what I mean. Like it's gonna go up that much, like the 50,000. So you'll have silver at maybe 27,000 or some shit like that. So it's a good investment. I say all that to say invest in silver. I don't give that many stocks. If you think about it, stocks is up and down, and stocks is subject to what the bankers, what they feel is gonna happen. That's what, like, they go, oh, because Trump signed something, we scared, so the stocks go down. Because Trump signed something good, the stocks go up. So that's how the stocks go. Gold and silver is good. Precious metals. So if you buy something, buy silver. That's my suggestion, right? So we was looking at it, right? I was looking at it, and all of this shit started tying in. So when they print, when they need money, right? When they need money, the government go to the bank and say, go to the Fed or the Fed and the BIS, International Bank. I need some money. They give the United States $1 billion. They give the United States $1 billion already with interest. So the $1 billion that they gave the United States already got interest on it, right? So when the United States get the $1 billion, they can automatically turn that $1 billion into $10 billion, right? Because they have a law, this they bacon thing that they could do where they can multiply by 9, whatever cash they have. So every month when you get every week when you get your bank deposit or whatever, it's a payday for the bank too. Because on the books they could say your $200 check, they could say your $200 is $1,800 on paper, theoretically. And so that's how they create this money off of fake shit. But anyway, so now they got $1 billion that turned into $10 billion. And every time they increase this money over here, the actual real value is going down, right? So every time they go, oh, and they just print some money, these stimuluses, all they doing is devaluing the dollar, making the dollar go down more and more and more, right? And so, but here go the big thing. So now they print the money, the money going down in value and all of that stuff like this. But then when shit fall like it always do, the taxpayers don't even pay, and the government pay these guys that made up the money. They made up the money. They made up the money to make financial slavery, the IMF, BIS. They like to put you on bankruptcy. They want the houses. You know, they say stuff about we only have a limited supply of houses. We only have a limited supply of houses. So that means they got to do something, manipulate the market to get people to fall out the houses, foreclose, this and that. Remember I was telling you at the beginning of the year they raised the prices up, pumped the house price up in North Carolina, and they gonna fall. They gonna fall. Sooner or later they gonna fall back down. And they gonna fall back down, and they wanna have, that's why it's so easy. You see people getting houses approved and all of that stuff right now and all that, because they getting them approved at this price that the house is not really worth. It's fake money. Just like fake equity in a house. They could just look at a house and go, oh, because you had the house 4 more years or whatever, and or whatever, we just gonna add on another $20,000 to the house, and then tell you could borrow some of that $20,000 that we just made up. That's what they do. That's what that reverse mortgage is. That reverse mortgage is, oh, you paid the house off now. Let us give you some of the money back so we could get the house back and put it back into circulation. That's what the reverse mortgage is. I never understood that, but now older, now it's and I see it now. I see it now. So yeah, I wrote about the different times. So you got with all of this Antifa and the thing going on in Seattle, right? Guatemala, 1954, they got rid of the president. Ecuador, 1981, they sent in an economic hitman. Economic hitman go in and try to bribe everybody and do all they could do or whatever. If they can't bribe you, then they gonna hit you. And then if they can't hit you, then they send in the military. So Ecuador, 1981. Panama, 1981. The president, he said no to the money. And he even asked him, but yo, I don't want the money, but help me, help my peoples, make it, this and this and that. And he knew they was gonna kill him. And he died in an airplane crash. They said they put a tape recorder in his bomb. Venezuela, 2002, they went at Chavez, but he stood up. They tried a coup, the CIA, whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop. 2003, Saddam Hussein, I remember that one. I was there for that one, and I think that was when I first started questioning everything. That's when you first start questioning everything, because you get over there to the desert and you driving through the desert and you see Mercedes-Benzes by tents. You see how some of these Kuwaiti peoples is living, and you go, why are we here again? And then that's when it went from liberating the people of Kuwait, because that's what they had to tell us to get us over there. You know what I'm saying? Talk us into it, to liberate the people of Kuwait, or this or that. We get over there, the people of Kuwait chilling. They just really want they oil wells back so they could get their money. So that's when you first learned out, man, we was here. And then King Fahd wanted to give every soldier over there $10,000. You know how much money that is? He wanted to give all of us $10,000, and the United States told him no. So he trying to tip us. He trying to tip us for coming and getting his money, his cash cows back. United States said no. So that's when you first get up. So yeah, so the economic hitmen, the jackals, they try to overthrow you, they try to assassinate you or whatever, and then they send in the military. So this is the tactics that they do. Right? So and I see the Black Lives Matter guy, he was on the Fox, whatever, the other day, and he talking to her, and even if you paid for it, even if you a puppet, even if you got somebody writing your answers down for you prior to you go on, hypothetically, I'm just giving you all the scenarios. even if you do that, um, there's so much truth in everything. I mean, like everything, y'all can't call us savages, cause look at slavery. Y'all can't talk about lies and this and this and that, cause when we was telling y'all that they was killing us in police brutality, y'all never believed us. So things that we was saying when we told y'all that Jesus was white, y'all called y'all crazy, and even some black people told it was crazy. So I mean, so now they talking about the lies in the Vatican, the hitting for pow, hitting files and shit and all this shit. Come on, man. If they they lie about everything. This not a company. We got an emperor, and it's a corporatocracy. Corporatocracy with media, politicians, and people that's not elected. Like in the CIA and stuff like that. CIA and say your Oprahs and shit like that, they always, go to them for what we want and this and this and that and this and this and that by design. 1 minute you Halliburton VP, Dick Cheney, next minute you the VP of the United States. You know what I mean? You the real VP. And doing crooked shit. Cheney was crooked. Cheney was crooked, man. Cheney and Halliburton and Dynacorp. He was crooked. He was real crooked. They say that hypothetically or supposedly, allegedly, he got the for treason and crimes against humanity and war crimes and all that. Word up. Maximize profits no matter what at all costs. That's it. Debt, inflation, interest. That's it. So the debt that the United States, when they took that $1 billion, it already caused inflation to the money that's already out there, and we gotta pay interest on it. See how that shit? And they throw them words in there and then make it like I even seen where they said the Vatican's words or whatever is cloaked in a lot of they put it in with a lot of bullshit in it. I don't forget the exact words, but I wrote it down and shit. Yeah, the World Bank. So that's when it happened, man. They crushed us, man. They crushed us. IBM, AT&T, Exxon, and Set. That's who run the company. I still ain't get my money back from T-Mobile. These motherfuckers went into my account, took some money, made me have to beg, prove that they took the money back, told me 72 hours, here it is a week later, I still ain't get my money back yet. It's a fucking company. I should be able to sue them for fucking millions of dollars right now. Have somebody in jail for wire fraud. It would never happen. I go to jail, they gonna throw it out. They might not even take the case. Even though I'm right as fuck, they still might not even throw it out. That don't supposed to be happening. What they claim is a free society. It's a society for the globalists. Pieces of shitalists. That's what they are. No such group as Al-Qaeda lives. Wow. Why did they spend so much on terrorism? 86 deaths out of 1,700 or something like that. It's a money grab. It's a money grab. It's a money grab. $5,000 suits is the real terrorists. Them the ones. They invented Al-Qaeda. Even the weapons of mass destruction. Bush invented that. Wasn't no weapons of mass destruction. Just to go in there and do what he did, and Cheney got rich. Connections. New money steals value from the existing money. So printing new money worth less, but costs us more to print it. Think about that. It's worth less as soon as it come off. The new dollar is worth less than the old dollar, but with the insurance and inflation and all that shit end up being worth more. The debt is worth more than what this one is actually worth. It's crazy. And it keep going up. So every new dollar, does the same thing. Why was it important, Sean, to say the Holy Land was over there if it was actually here? And then, so I did wrote that first, right? And I stopped at had to, I said they had to, and I stopped, right? So I thought about it. Then I was doing something else, and then this what came out. To be able to enslave us, if you knew you were descendants of the Most High, literally, would you have let them enslave you? That's what came out. Like an hour or two later, I'm doing something else, and then I'm just like, I start writing it over here like that. So that's what came out. I don't know how much weight you could get at, but that's what came out. Oh, this is the VA. In VA, this is what the choices they gave them for school. The school. Either already now, and children are the least likely to get sick. Keep that in mind. Now, the first responders in New York City, it was first responders, they kept their kids and stuff. Zero infections, zero outbreaks, zero. But, and you know, they parents going in and dealing with it and coming back, and the kids is mixing and all that. But let's get off of that. VA area, 100% online, period, or 2 days a week. That's their choice. 100% online or 2 days a week, with social distancing rules and all that. Kids in France, Sweden, and some other countries already back to school already. Because they ain't got no election this year, y'all. That's why they backed it already. Places where elections and stuff like that going on, and criminal activity and stuff like that, they ain't arrested they crooks yet in the politics. We still got lockdown going on. Or wear your mask mandatory going on and shit like that. People gonna get infected. People gonna get infected. You take care of yourself, you're gonna get healthy. If you don't take care of yourself, it's gonna be tough for you. That's what it is. That's with everything. The flu, pneumonia. You get pneumonia and you go to work one day. All it'll take is one day with pneumonia. People act like they don't know. Think about pneumonia. You go to work, say one day I work in the supermarket and I go to work with pneumonia or walking pneumonia, and I go in there and go in and out that freezer, a cooler, 1 or 2 times that day, then go stand outside in the sun and go from that cold to hot shit. When I go home that night, I'ma be on fire if I make it home that night. So you could die from that. You could die, what else you could do? The appendix, they say you could die from if an appendix burst in you. Like, it's a lot of shit that you could die from, like, if you don't look at it and address it. A heart attack. You know, you got an aspirin right by you, or one of them little fucking nitrous acids pills. Boom, you good. You ain't got one of them, that could be it. Shit, you put too much drops of Visine on somebody's nipple and shit, and put 3-4 drops, you would kill a person with that. So, you gotta I'm just saying, just giving you other things. Like, you gotta put a little bit of normancy on shit. Because I was watching the brother Kalai. The mental is coming. Think about it. They don't have nothing else to do. Between now, both sides, all they got to do is do mental stuff. I'm wrong, he right. He wrong, I'm right. They did this fucked up. They did that fucked up. I'ma scare you with this. I'ma scare you with that. Oh, we got this apocalypse coming. Oh, this gonna be the end of the world. That's all they gonna do for the next 4 or 5 months, and it's gonna get worse. And this is a message to the wise, man. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But you need to try to start stacking up some food in the cabinet. Stuff like grits, rice, mashed potatoes, powdered milk, cans of beans. You know, stuff you can eat. Stuff that you can eat. Well, you know, whatever you like. Some people ain't gonna like this, some people ain't gonna like that. But you need to have a, cornmeal, flour, so where you can make you some bread. You can have, you can't get to the store. Oh shit, I can make me some grits. I can make me some cornbread, and I got some beans in there or something. Get you some fresh packs of beans or something like that, or whatever the case. Collard greens and cabbage and stuff like that. You see something, it's on sale, buy one, get one free, get it. You could cut it up, put it in the freezer and freeze it. It stay good, frozen in there. Like that. Like, put you some stuff away. How you stuff some stuff away for if they say, yo, because I keep hearing about it's supposed to be a 10-day blackout. Or a 3-day blackout, a 10, 3, whatever. It's supposed to be a blackout as far as media, and you can't communicate with nobody else. And they say it's supposed to happen after that when it jump back on, it's going to be trials and all that all over the TV. That's what they say. But if that happened and nobody was informed and told that before the chaos or before the blackout, you know what I'm saying, that people going to lose their mind. So I'm just saying, be prepared, have some stuff, batteries, maybe a flashlight, a candle or two or whatever, so you don't have to burn your flashlight all the time. Like, have some stuff or whatever just in case. Just in case, right? So now let's get back to lies that was told. Let's get back. So this was from the Nag of Magdi. And shout out to Big Judah. Big Judah be having some books, man. He be having some books. Spirit gets put into a different vessel. Yeah, so like you can't go by colors or something, whatever like that. Like it's gonna be black devils, it's gonna be white demons, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be white righteous and black righteous. You know what I'm saying? So you look for they energy, go off that, and you know what I'm saying? You can't just go by color and think that, man. Cause I get attacked the most, you know, it's crazy. Nothing hidden that's not apparent. The fourth thought is empty. Nothing is hidden that's not apparent. So basically, I took that as to mean that shit is right there in front of our eyes. It's not hidden. It's apparent. We just ain't seeing it. You know what I mean? No distractions, so they couldn't ignore us. And not to sound racist, but after all of these years, you just can't say, oh, it don't even matter whether Jesus is white or black now. You just can't say that. Because for so long y'all been lying about it. And the Pope's still lying, or the Vatican still lying. They still they can't, why, like, if you are holy, religious, whatever, why people can't come and look at books? Why they gotta put in writing what they want to see before they get there to look at it, but it's no way to know what's in there because you can't look at it? What kind of technology bullshit is that? Man, everything they gave up, they sold for is coming to an end. Yep. Demons weeping. The light will dissolve the dark because the light spoke. Yeah, it's incredible. Actions for transfer. We gonna go back to that. We ain't done with that. It matters though. It matters if it matters. It matters. It matters if they hit 25, 35 pyramids in the United States. That matters. That matters. That matters. It matters if they change the map. It paints a picture. It paints a picture. Map change, hidden pyramids, lying about Jesus being black. It paints a picture. It paints a picture. Expose the federal cartel. Oh yeah, this is the actions we could do for social transformation. Actions we could do for social transformation. Expose the cartels, all of them. Banking, political, all of them. Word, J.P. Morgan, Chase, Bank of America, stop dealing with them. Boycott the news media. 4 corporations own all of them. All the news media is owned by 4 corporations. And them 4 corporations is maybe 20 guys, 20 people get together and decide what's okay, what's approved and all that. Because that's what everything comes down to, approved books. this book before we release it in the Vatican. The Vatican gotta approve of it. The Church of Latter-day Saints, the Book of Mormon, they gotta approve of it. You know what I mean? And approve of it mean we gotta scrub it. This won't hurt me, but they right. At one time, you could maybe say it, possibly. You know what I mean? If you go back to the Civil War, when what we was fighting for, but yeah, military, they be doing too much shit with them. These crooked defense contractors. These defense contractors is a mess, man. We gotta boycott energy companies. That brought me to I looked up on Amazon and stuff like that. For an apartment, you could get a easy generator, either one that's either battery powered or you know that hooks up to a little solar panel that you could like mount on your windowsill or some shit like that. That'll run like a refrigerator, TVs, like a couple of things. You can even get one of those little portable generators that plug into the lighter, that you could charge it at the lighter and then you could run that in the crib like that. I seen one for my house. It was like $4,000. It come with a little outdoor little joint you set up, and it got a box and all of that stuff like that. And you could run a you know, one detached house off of it and stuff like that. So, but that's definitely something to look into. You know what I mean? Like, just prepare for just in case. And the other thing is, it'll be good to be able to turn off your energy off for 2 days at a time here and there, a week at a time here and there. You're going to save money at the end of the day. So, but yeah, so look into trying to look for things to, ways to do some new energy things. Reject the political system. Yeah, that shit need to go all together, man. That shit need to go all together. And then create critical mass. We gotta keep pushing them, man. The more we push them, like Justice Watch, for instance. Justice Watch was pushing them on them Clinton emails and all of that shit and all of this. And they ain't gonna admit it, but Tom Fenton, the one that got Flynn off. They ain't gonna admit it. They gonna say this, and Tom Fenton at Justice Watch, Judicial Watch, was the one that got them off. Study this, study subpoenaing them, study the Freedom of Information Act, study asking this, study asking them, and then getting the information and getting it out there. Tom Fenton. Fox News might have been crying and whining, but Tom Fenton was the one that actually went and battled to get it. 35 agents that work for Obama is about to get interviewed. Yeah, because Flynn is off now. Flynn is off now, and his lawyer is leaking everything. His lawyer is telling everything. She telling everything. Okay, so I seen a thing where it was saying Trump signed a thing. Vaccines are not gonna be mandatory. They're gonna be voluntary. Not gonna be mandatory. And you see, he don't even want to wear a mask. But you saw Joe Biden come on there yesterday talk about if he get elected, he make it mask fucking mandatory. So you just gotta really look at what they saying. They gonna tell you. They gonna tell you. Cause I'm not wearing no mask, man. I'm not wearing no mask. You're not telling me to put no mask on like I'm a fucking dog or muzzle on. I'm not wearing that shit, man. I'm not. I might put one on for a second. That's about it. But that's a violation of my religious rights. I'm going with religious rights, like the Jews. It's a violation of my religious rights, my religious freedoms. Shit. But, okay, good. I went off on a tangent, I know. Where we at? Yeah, so they say the military's supposed to check the vaccines, not doctors. It's supposed to be distributed by the military and not doctors. I didn't even know how to take that one. I was like, I don't know if that's a good one right there. You know the doctors is crooked for the money, and you know the military, they'll be crooked because they gotta follow orders. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. He defunding the WHO. He blocked that HR 6666 bill. He blocked that tracing bill. And then he put in the thing where governors could be sued for a violation of the rights. They could get sued. They could get sued by the federal government and by the people. I think they just sued over the what's it, the barbershop? The barbershop guy just beat won the case against the state. But he did, this one was scary right here. It said take over the electrical grid and the broadcasting systems and all of that. That's what he does that too. And so that's when it come to the 10 days of darkness. So they say the darkness supposed to be just Wi-Fi. You don't supposed to be able to communicate because they supposed to be moving people around and stuff like that. Maybe they don't want people to be able to see nothing with their video, their cameras, and record shit before they ready for it to come out or ready for they have a big briefing. I don't know. Maybe it's just going to be a psych ops, some mind manipulation shit. I don't know. But that's what it was. The last time that the United States was debt free, or the debt was paid off, was 1860. I remember they told us Clinton did it, but no, it was 1860, Andrew Jackson. Every $1 can be made into $10 or $9. You know, they can add 9. So it's crazy. Yeah, they get the money from the central bank at rates of interest, and then they give it to us at rates of interest. Alright, so here was a good one right here, right? The state of Minnesota versus Jerome Daly, right? State of Minnesota versus Jerome Daly. In December 7th, 1968 at 10 a.m. is when they had the decision. He got the house in 64. So basically he sued the bank because he said that the bank lied and they invented the money when he signed his mortgage, right? And so because they lied when they signed the mortgage and the money was not even there, and you can't invent something out of value out of nothing, he won. The judge even said the only person that can invent value out of nothing is God. And so he won. He won his case. He won his case and his house. Got the title and the deed and everything. They couldn't do nothing to him. And they don't tell you about that. They don't tell you about that. The plaintiff created the money and credit upon his books by bookkeeping entry. And that's normal standard, that's standard practice in combination with the Federal Reserve. So the Federal Reserve is letting them make fake, you know what I'm saying? They tell, oh, you got all your ducks in the row, Miss Holloway. You got where your money come from. Let me see your bank accounts. Let me see this, let me see that. You know why they do that? So you all investigate their ass. Where your money at? You got 100 and something now to put up right now? Word? You ain't committing fraud? You sure? You ain't just invent that money last night? See? That's why they do us like that. They got the system fucked. And they make it so hard where we feel so thankful and grateful that we done got bent over. We done got bent over. The house, like I said, the house, if you pay it off, a $200,000 house over 30 years, you end up paying some shit like $500,000. If you foreclose, they get to take the house back and get the full price of the house and insurance, right? More tax dollars. Get insurance and then still be able to sell the house again. And start the process over again. The plaintiff is not entitled to the deed because the contract null and void. The sheriff's sale was null and void. He even said it was repugnant. The judge said this repugnant, that this is a practice. They ain't gonna tell you about that. That'll never make it to the news. If a food shortage come, Are you prepared? Now remember, you'll go, yeah, Sharon, you bugging. That shit ain't gonna get that serious. Remember toilet paper and paper towels, which I think was a test run. I think it was a test run to see what happens if we tell them that, you know, we just put out there it's going to be a shortage of this or this or that, and let's see what we do. Tell them let's pick an object, I'm telling you, and they keep hinting at meat shortages and a food shortage. Trump saying he trying to shore up the food lines and he giving money to the farmers and this and this and that. It could break. I'm just saying, are you prepared? Are you getting your eating habits together, under control? You know what I'm saying? The amount you eating. Are you being tactical? Or are you shook up, scared, and lost? Word, you gotta make smart decisions now, man. This shit is crazy out here. Yeah. Why do our people hide when it's the truth? Scared to speak up. Scared to put the camera down and stop them from killing the brother or whatever the case. Scared, they even scared to post stuff on their page. Word. Mumble there, walk away. Yo, shit ain't motherfucking right, man. No ass shit, man. Fuck shit, man. Y'all start speaking up. Project Jumpstart and Project APIJECT. I didn't even get to look at it yet, but the RFID chip and all of that, and so that's the project. That's the project right there. The API Jet product. I got sidetracked doing some other stuff. The most, you know, I got sidetracked. It's crazy. So I'm doing that, and then the next thought is, the Most High turned away from us. But she our God and our teacher, and she gonna turn back. See, it's crazy. Jeremiah chapter 16, the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come to me, and all your father has inherited was lies and profit. Lies and profit. Lies and profit. The invisible enemy. Who is the invisible enemy? I think it's the Vatican. I think the Vatican, the way it went was the Rothschilds and the banks, the banks or whatever, set up Israel. Israel, with the help of, with Rome and Vatican, that's under the control of the Queen, they made an agreement, the Holy See, Israel and the Holy See. And that's when they agreed to, you know, they agreed to enslave financially and all of that, like that. And I think that's when the heads in the United States, they was enslaving us with taxes and sneaky corporations like that and whatever, and involved in trafficking and stuff like that as well. And the IRS was the government entity that was involved in the scheme with them. It was people in the government that was involved with the trafficking, the human trafficking scheme with them. And the Federal Reserve is down with the banks. So these is the entities. It was UK, the Vatican, Israel, the bankers, the United States government. That's who was doing. That's who was doing us in. That's who was doing us in. The IRS was doing us the worst, man. Had us on the books for 14.3 quadrillion. So they got secret books of Moses or whatever. These is books they ain't releasing yet. You know what I mean? They got the secret archives. The book of Lamech. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that came from a microfiche secretly held. They won't let information go. They have to clear all the books with Satan to get it printed. Yeah, the Vatican, Satan. Why? Most people don't care, don't want to even know the truth. Another hidden book, he had to go. He was talking about how when it was First it was the 80 books, first 80 books, then it was some more released. Pretty much basically the information is trickling out because the Most High gonna bring it out. So it's trickling it out. And you see, I seen another preacher on there talking about, yeah, we gotta get rid of the statues of the white Jesus. And I see Trump talk about he wanna keep white Jesus up. He can. I'm just saying, the longer that they resist telling us the truth, the more violent the change gonna be. Like, and not saying necessarily us doing violent, but the fall gonna be violent. Are you gonna step down and do the right thing, or do you want to get pushed down, taken down, snatched down? I think they want to get snatched down. We shall see how it turned out. So they got a lot of blessings from the adversary, and are they willing to walk away from it? See, I wrote that down. I didn't even know. And then look, the next look, yeah, do what's right. Or can they do it? Can they do it? I was thinking about the Ten Commandments, right? I used to watch that movie all the time. Even though I knew it was wrong, but you know, didn't feel right. But you watching it, I watch it every year, Easter time, because there wasn't no tape or whatever the case. So I'll be watching it. So I know pretty much that story by heart, right? And I know this, right? They is the one that's calling their plagues out. They're the ones that's doing it. Think about it. They the one released COVID. They the one released COVID. COVID is the thing that exposed them, really. Like they were still hitting when they let the COVID out and all of the bullshit stopped and the sports and all that. It exposed themselves. Make America great again. When was America great? It wasn't great in slavery. You can't think that was great. It wasn't great in Jim Crow. When was it great? When was it great? It was great before they got here. I mean, think about it. It was great before. I'm sitting there, I'm going, yo, I'm looking at something, and Judah talking about angels and demons and movies, and I'm thinking about the biblical movie I know, and I'm thinking about it like, they calling the plagues they self. They calling the plagues they self. And let them keep up. So if he said he's not going to let them tear white Jesus down, and white Jesus is a lie, and we all know it's a lie, but you want to still keep it up. Okay. So Jive Turkey the book. I'm giving you all these different books that's out there. And these books, they hiding them, or they cost so much money, or whatever. So Jive Turkey the book, right? Jive Turkey the book. First page. Cain, the forefather of Lamech, was scarred with the leprosy mark, and no one was to lay a sword on him. Yep. Told y'all. Leprosy. Yeah. As Abel lay bleeding, Cain, his descendants, was cursed with the light mark. And it's not racist, just what it is. You know, racism is the Mormon getting the knowledge from the brother, the ancestors when they first get here, write it up, and then in there write that black skin is a sin. That's racism. That's racism. And so I'm listening to the Book of Mormon. And so the Book of Mormon is referred to as the Book of Mormon, or the Book of Mormon is referred to as the Book of Mormon, however you want to say. So, but it's funny how, remember I was telling you about having the two white brothers, they not drove up, but they had with the white shirts, you know, them white guys with the white shirts and the black ties, walk around in black pants or whatever. So I asked for a Bible, right? And so they came to the crib and they sat down, and you know, we had lemonade. We talked for about an hour, 2 hours, and they left, right? Never seen them again. I think they tried to come and get me to go with them. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. But the talk and they vibe and it was like that's us. They vibe. They vibe that the come to your crib, sit down on your porch, drink coffee. I mean drinks, have a little drink, a Kool-Aid or whatever, tea or whatever. And that's our vibe. That's our energy. So it was funny. But anyway, so yeah, I say, the Book of Mormon, but getting back to this one. That's why the info is hitting. Because it said that the pale skin was a curse. That's why it matters. That's why it matters. Like, let's tell it right. Let's tell it right. We already passed that. I just said prior that the snakes and lizards and all that shit come in white, bling, white, black, POC. So let's get past that. We just gotta stick with the truth. Let's stick with the truth. So they had to change it to succeed. Or we wouldn't have let them run us over like that. If we knew we took for sooner or later, somebody been like, yo, why are we taking this, man? You know what I'm saying? Reassess who you listen to. Push that white Jesus. If your TD Jakes and all them and all that, it's exposed. You got white priests. I done seen 2 or 3 white priests done came down and said we need to pull the motherfucking we need to pull the images of the white Jesus down. I done seen white preachers do that. I ain't seen TD Jakes. I ain't seen Creflo or none of them come out and say that. I ain't seen them come out and say that yet. And it matters because some still believe, and it matters. It matters. It matters to the Most High because it would matter to the Most High because he marked them. Why would he mark them if it didn't matter? And he didn't mark them for it to stay that way, like y'all are not redeemable, but y'all marked, and y'all gotta get right. Own up to y'all shit. Both sides. Not just us, them too. Yeah. They made the black skin a sin to make us irredeemable. After the book goes through the hands of the great abominable church. Yep, this is in the scripture. And go through the great abominable church who was going to take out the plain thing was that was taken out. Yeah, the plain and precious. Yeah, the plain and precious things was taken out. Yep, being drawn to the book. You're born, look at this one. So when you're born, the doctor, when you're born, your mom's private area down there is a portal. And so because your mom's area down there is a portal that you're coming into the world through, right? Technically, the doctor has maritime laws. And so because the doctor has maritime laws, it's different, man. That's when they get all into this Holy See and Israel and all of that, and a fundamental agreement between Israel, the Holy See, and the Vatican, and the Rothschilds, and the UK. But it starts right there. It starts right there. The Roman Church. When Oprah say time's up, she's saying somebody's getting killed. Somebody's getting killed. When Oprah be saying shit like that, they say Oprah is up high. Oprah's up high. Oprah's up high. Oprah's up high. Oprah on house arrest. I really feel that in my bones. She on house arrest. Postmaster General owns the world. Yep. Postmaster General of the world. October is coming back. I think the mental pressure gonna come back. I think they're gonna let up in the summertime for a little while, and they're gonna let up to let you think it's over with. And they're gonna let up and let you think it's over with, and then they're gonna hit you with something else. It might not be the COVID, but they're gonna come back with something else going into September, where they could try to keep them schools locked down again or whatever. They gonna come back with something else. That's a fact. Them crop circles. There's a lot of crop circles out there. The crop circles have images that mirror images to other things. They had one crop circle out there was the exact geometrically to the sign of pi. So with an image, they drew an image of the mathematical equation pi in the thing. So shit crazy, man. Yeah, Israel, the Vatican, the UK, and the Holy See, SEE or SEA, and so that's why they be high and shit. Word. And then look, it says since official. This was what I was talking about. How did the word play? It says, blase blase blah. Since officially Vatican statements are phrased in extreme nuanced language. The fuck is that? Extremely nuanced language. What the fuck is that? The Pope is pretty much a politician of Israel. He just don't say it because they try to make it look so it ain't all in your face. That's why they was not giving up the list of 1,000 clergymen and all that, because they deep state, Church of Satan. Church of Satan. And they had the thing where nothing is agreed unless everything is agreed. So if you got one crooked businessman that might not necessarily partake in this and this and that, but you know, once they start doing business on that level, like y'all in it together. Y'all all in it together. And then it says the Catholic Church, however, has an interest in safeguarding its presence and property until eternity. Yeah, they don't want to give it up. They want to keep us slaves, man. They want to keep us slaves. Financial, spiritual. Jerusalem and the Vatican working together. Walking together. Working and walking together. Same thing. They didn't agree on faith. That was the only thing they did. Y'all could do y'all shit. We could do our slimy shit. And shit like that. Look up bioethnics. Brain clinic death. Brain and clinical death. These are things that they use, and this is where they do crooked shit at. How the bioethnics is pretty much, they was talking about bioethics is using human people for testing and stuff like that. So this is the things that the church in Israel was discussing. Bioethnics, brain and clinical death, the papal private archives, the lies, the law of return, yeah, so they was the actual laws between them and the property and working out the taxes and was they gonna still be getting taxed and all that shit. So yeah, so recap. This whole system is nothing but a bunch of lies. It's nothing legal about the United States of America, all caps, the corporation. It's nothing legal. It's nothing legal. And it's nothing legal or holy about Israel, fake ass Jerusalem. And it's nothing holy about the fucking Vatican. It's nothing holy. And if we all was to take the banks to court, we would all win. Pretty much. But yeah, that's my show. Try not to do too long. I was writing, man. I went and got a new book. Just got this new book. Boom, I did that. I got 3 books that time. 4, matter of fact, I got 4 new books. But yeah, so that's my show. Stay positive, stay prepared, and stay sharp, because they gonna mess with your mind some more. Because the physical stuff, they gonna do a physical thing. This one got shot, or we let this cop off, or we let that one off. They trying to enrage us. They trying to push a race war. They trying to get us to be out there mad and upset and losing our Like I said before, they crooked system. It's they job to bring this crooked motherfucker down. Word up. Word up. So I stand with all the white people that's trying to bring this shit down. Cause y'all should. It's time this shit go. That's my show. Love, peace, man, and light.